So about 3 days ago, I woke up and I felt this really strange, like slight tremor in the corner of my mouth. And I was like, huh, that's new. I hadn't really noticed that before. I don't think anything of it on that day, but then the next day, I wake up in the morning and I think to myself, I wonder if that twitch is still there. And then instantly, I felt the twitch. I was like, okay, so what could this be? What could this be? And I'm not gonna lie to you, the first thing that my mind went to, Lou Gehrig's disease. This is just one of the first stages of Lou Gehrig's disease. I am going to die. I'm going to die. And this is just the first step. Eventually, I'm gonna lose control over all of my motor function, and I'm just going to be a vegetable. This is just, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. This is the first one. And because everybody's at the hospital, because I can't get in because of coronavirus, like I can't even get it checked. And if I try to call someone, they're gonna think that I'm just being anxious, and they're not gonna actually listen to me and take seriously. And that went on for about, 30 minutes or so. And then I told myself, I said, you know what, Derek? You're just being ridiculous. It's just a twitch in your lip. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Stop stressing. Just go on and live your day. So that's what I did. I decided to just keep on living, and I was having a good time, enjoying myself, playing video game. I'm like, okay. Now, I know I said that I wasn't going to worry about this, but there's a possibility that this could be signs of some sort of deficiency. So I'm just going to Google it. I'm just going to Google my symptom. And as everyone knows, when you go to Google and you Google some vague symptom, of course, you're going to get very specific information pertaining right to your problem, and it won't be overblown at all. No, absolutely not. When I went and Googled this, not only did we start with Lou Gehrig's, but then we went down to Parkinson's, and then we also went to brain tumor, and it just nothing helped. No matter how much I tried to reassure myself and be all right with the fact that I got this slight tremor in my lip, it just didn't work out. I just kept freaking out more, right? And so finally, today, I woke up and I realized what has happened. Whether we're talking about a tremor in our lip, whether we're talking about sexual impotence, we could be talking about insomnia. It doesn't matter. There are things in our lives. There are things that we're going to experience. Our body just has random fluctuations of things that it does. Sometimes you might have a heart palpitation. Sometimes you might breathe a little faster than you need to. Sometimes you might not be able to perform the duties that you think that you should perform in the bedroom. Sometimes our body just has some hiccups. Our body is generally very good at correcting those hiccups. And what you'll notice is those fluctuations, right? Breathing a little bit faster, maybe feeling some sort of tingle or tremor in your lip. Those little bitty fluctuations, they will often go away on their own if we just leave them alone. If you just don't try to solve the problem. You literally don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything at all. Nothing. You don't have to do nothing. If you just leave it alone, it will fix itself. It will fix itself. Your body is a self-correcting. It'll fix itself unless there's some sort of pathology. Now, here's the thing. I introduced the pathology because I defined the random fluctuation that I have no control over. I defined it as a problem. And because I defined it as a problem, I started taking efforts to try to solve it. My main thing that I tried to do was I tried to will it to not happen or will it to happen. The day that I decided that this tremor was a problem, the day that I decided that it was an issue that it needed my special attention, I started focusing on it. And because it is something that is so truly random and outside of my control, I have zero control on it, the most I can do is either wait for it to happen or when it happens, freak out about it. That's it. When I feel the tremor, I can either wait for it to happen all day, or when it does happen, I can try to make it go away. But that's all that I can do because at the end of the day, I don't have any control over this. But the real issue is this. I have not dealt with the fact that coronavirus is kind of freaking me out. It is a little bit freaky. The world has stopped. The economy has stopped. People are losing their jobs. My clients are freaked out. Our government can't get itself together. It is scary. It is so scary. Like if I were talking to America, I would say, man, y'all, this is rough. This is super rough. This is so rough. This is so rough. It's so difficult. And I just want a leader. I just want somebody. I just want somebody to come out and say, it's going to be okay. We got this under control. It's going to be fine. That's what I want to hear. But I can't have that. I can't control what's going on with coronavirus. But you know what I can control? Whether or not I worry about a quiver on my lip. And that is how I almost developed a tic disorder, because what I would have done would have been to just focus on it forever. My entire day would have just been this subtext of, is my lip gonna quiver? Is my lip gonna quiver? Is my lip gonna quiver? No matter what I'm doing, I'm actually really focusing on that. It's almost like if I created an entire video about it just to put myself in a situation where I can either focus on it or not, but I gotta go on with my life. And what would be going on with my life? Making a video about it. That would be me going on about my life. That would be me acknowledging it. That would be me saying, you know what? I'm doing something about this problem. I'm taking care of it. So the point that I'm making is that everybody, this coronavirus, you got to do something. You got to acknowledge it somehow. I didn't acknowledge it, and it almost cost me my mental sanity, because I can't imagine what worrying about this 3 months from now looks like. I'd probably think I had MS or something, right? So, and the thing is, it's just I've associated that anxiety with it. I've associated that twitch in my lip with a massive amount of anxiety. What happens when I start, my leg starts twitching, or if my arm twitches, or if my eye twitches, or whatever, if I get tingly because I'm hyperventilating as I'm reading and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, like, it's anxiety. And the problem is that everybody is anxious right now. The world, everyone in the world has generalized anxiety disorder about coronavirus, because we don't know. You don't know what to do. You at the same time feel like you're overreacting and underreacting at the same time. And literally, whenever he tells us all we have to do is do nothing at all, this is from my Washingtonians, do nothing at all will really solve the problem. I get it. I see why you think that that doesn't work. In the same way that me doing nothing at all about my lip would solve this problem. Probably not making an entire video about it. Anyway, we're getting into paradoxical interventions. Hi, I'm Derek. I have a tendency to go off on tangents. The point is, this is affecting everybody. You got to address it. Find some way to address it. Find some way. Even if you just want to say, you know what, I understand that I don't understand what's going on. I'm terrified and I'm going to do the best I can until I know something different. Address the problem. Stop whistling past the graveyard, because the world is changing because of it. And if you don't deal with it now, you might find yourself with your lip quivering. I'll talk with you guys soon. I actually just did it. I'll talk with y'all soon. Bye-bye.